Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like tech and helpful tips, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started.
The question of whether Def Jam Fight for New York will ever grace the PlayStation 5 is a persistent echo in the gaming community, a hopeful whisper that often turns into a loud plea on social media platforms. Unfortunately, as of right now, the direct answer is a resounding no, at least in any official capacity. There is no announced remaster, remake, or even a backward-compatible PS2 Classics version available for the PS5. This isn't due to a lack of desire from fans. Def Jam Fight for New York is widely considered a cult classic, a pinnacle of its genre, blending robust fighting mechanics with an iconic hip-hop aesthetic and an unforgettable roster of real-world artists. The absence on modern platforms, especially the PS5, is a source of continuous frustration for a dedicated fanbase yearning to revisit its unique blend of street brawling and rap culture. The primary obstacle, and it's a colossal one, lies deep within the intricate web of licensing. Def Jam Fight for New York wasn't just a game. It was a cultural phenomenon that leveraged the likenesses, music, and voices of dozens of prominent hip-hop artists from the early 2000s, including Snoop Dogg, Exhibit, Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, and Method Man, among many others. Each artist, each song, each voice line, and even the Def Jam brand itself required specific licensing agreements that were likely time-limited and specific to the original PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube releases. To bring this game back today, whether as a simple port, a remaster, or a full-blown remake, would necessitate renegotiating potentially hundreds of individual contracts with artists, their estates, record labels, and potentially even the Def Jam brand owners. This process is not only astronomically expensive but also incredibly complex, often involving rights holders who may no longer be easily reachable or willing to engage. Furthermore, the original publisher, EA, has moved on significantly since the game's release in 2004. Their current strategic focus heavily leans towards live-service games, sports franchises, and established IPs that offer continuous revenue streams. Investing substantial resources into untangling a nearly two-decade-old licensing nightmare for a niche fighting game, even one as beloved as Def Jam Fight for New York, might not align with their current business model or projected return on investment. While fan petitions and social media campaigns constantly highlight the immense demand, the economic realities and legal complexities often outweigh the nostalgic pull for major publishers. Could emulation be a backdoor? While the PS5 offers excellent backward compatibility for PS4 games, and some PS3 titles are available via PlayStation Plus streaming, native PS2 emulation for all PS2 discs is not a feature. Sony has released select PS2 titles as PS2 Classics on the PS4 and potentially playable on PS5, but Def Jam Fight for New York has never been part of that curated list, likely due to the very licensing issues we've discussed. Unless Sony specifically invests in making it a PS2 Classic and manages to clear the rights, which would be a monumental undertaking, simply popping in your old PS2 disc won't work on a PS5. So what's the glimmer of hope? If any, the persistent fan demand is a powerful force. If a publisher, perhaps even a smaller one, willing to take a risk, or if EA were to reassess the potential profitability and find a streamlined way to handle the licensing, perhaps with a reduced roster or generic music for a spiritual successor if full rights are impossible, then the dream could become a reality. However, for a direct port or remaster of the original Def Jam Fight for New York with its full, iconic roster and soundtrack, the path to PS5 is currently blocked by an almost insurmountable legal and financial wall. It's a game that lives on in the hearts of its fans, but likely not on the shelves of PS5 owners in its original form anytime soon. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe for more gaming discussions.